Hi, this is Brian from Superstars Home, and I've made this video to help you remove blocks to your creativity. A lot of people have an idea or a creative urge, and that little voice we call the inner critic shuts them down. Now, the critical facility might be useful later on after you've already created whatever it is that you want to create, but it certainly has no place in the creative process. And as a matter of fact, the what we call the inner critic is usually just some voices of other people who've tried to shut us down in the past. So let's try to silence that voice a bit, shall we? We're going to use what they call EFT, and for those of you who are not familiar with what EFT is, don't worry. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, and all you have to do is follow along, tap where I tap, and repeat what I say. So here we go. Start tapping on the side of your hand. Repeat after me. Even though my inner critic has shut me down, what they call paralysis through analysis, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though my inner critic dumps all this negativity on me and just shuts me right down to where I can't even get started, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though my inner critic won't even let me get started, I deeply love and accept myself. Now, tapping on the front part of the eyebrow, my inner critic shuts me down. Tapping on the side of the eye, paralysis through analysis. Under the eye, that inner critic, he keeps me from doing anything. Under the nose, my inner critic blocks my creativity. Under the lower lip, on the chin here, my inner critic keeps shutting me down before I even get started. Right here, take a fist and sort of pound where the collarbones meet. My inner critic won't even let me get started. Under the breast, I'm so blocked by my inner critic. Under the arm, just under the armpit, my inner critic blocks my creativity. Finally, on the top of the head, I can't even get started. I'm so blocked. My inner critic won't leave me alone. Okay. Take a couple deep breaths. Okay. Tapping on the side of the hand again. Even though my inner critic won't shut up, I choose to ignore him. The voice of my inner critic is fading away, and my creativity is flowing. I choose not to listen to my inner critic and to let my creativity flow freely. On the side of the eyebrow again, I choose not to listen to my inner critic. Side of the eye, my inspiration is flowing freely. Below the eye, I choose not to hear my inner critic anymore. Below the nose, my inspiration is flowing freely. Below the lip on the chin, my blocks to creativity have been removed. Again on the collarbones, the voice of my inner critic is fading away. My creativity is flowing. Under the breast, my creativity is flowing freely. Under the arm, my creativity flows freely now. Top of the head, I give thanks that my creativity flows freely from my source, and I create happily and finish whatever it is that I desire to create.